organizing people to withhold their support for the war who are within the military. And I agree with you that there's that danger, but it just makes our communications work a little bit more challenging, and how we do our work more challenging. It doesn't mean that you can't have confrontations, but like any confrontation, you have to think about how you do it. The goal is not to get Obama on the wrong side. The goal is to,
educate
and to, in a sense, lead politicians, because they're not going to lead us, as far as I can tell.
I want to come back to hope, and it wasn't just about a campaign for change, it was a campaign about hope, and the fact that so many people were involved, and some people who had given up and never thought this was possible actually have achieved this is a tremendous opportunity. I mean, cynicism took a big hit this week, and that is not to be underestimated in terms of more people being able and willing to do something and be part of something. And I think in terms of, it's not just the first 100 days, it's actually the next, whatever it is, 60 or so, there will be a stimulus package put forward. There will be dollars available for things that communities, figure out and rally behind. So I actually think it's time for us as communities in Philadelphia in particular, very parochial. I mean, we stand to be in line, very close to the beginning of the line in terms of green job programs, support for community development, new types of community development corporations. Frankly, I think we should be talking about community currencies and ways in which we can demonstrate that new types of public-private financing schemes. Maybe we should use some of our pension fund dollars and invest that in the types of programs Jerry said. We had a hearing at City Council just a couple weeks ago where first thing that was said is that energy efficiency is a more predictable return than any of these other financial mechanisms and products that were being invested in which got us into this whole mess in the beginning. This is going to be a severe recession bordering on depression. Remember, what got us out of the last depression was everyone going back to work to fight the war. Well, let's hope it's not a war, because that didn't work. Let's actually instead say it's a revolution for new ways to produce and save energy. I think it does begin at home. I think we all should tap into the hopefulness that people have and line up and say, with additional sustainable resources that instead of paying for wars can actually go into new green infrastructure. This could be what we need in terms of actually beginning to take care of people. Healthcare, and health, we have to keep saying healthcare instead of health insurance. That's it's a losing battle once you say health insurance. I think more and more community health centers where people are taking care of people makes sense. And we should demonstrate those as a way to both take care of people here in the neighborhoods, but also as a model for realigning the medical establishment.
I think there's a reason I'm on the other side of what they do, because I'm just listening to this, and certainly politics is not I don't have the stomach for it, so. But I guess certainly healthcare and the environment are probably two things that I think you'll need to address right off. But in addition to some of the things I've heard, I think what maybe we should do is, however we can, hold him accountable to the promises and the things that he's said he's going to do. So, and in terms of activism and that kind of thing, I'm not sure how that's going to look, but I mean, just thinking of some of the things that, for example, IBEW have done I'm not sure, you know, exactly what he should do, but I think that's what we should do.
One of the things that I have admired about all of you is your commitment to changing the status quo. I am a firm believer now in the power of one person, what one person can do, and what a community can do. In fact, I think I believe more in what a community can do, like you were saying, trickle up than trickle down. And I certainly am excited and hopeful, you know, about an Obama presidency, but I also believe that the world is, you know, we have a global system that has an inertia all its own. It's like a machine that, you know, if you put your finger in to try and stop it, it's going to win. And so, despite the hope, I have cynicism. I do have some cynicism when I see what he's putting together for his transition team, even though there's a part of me that says, well, he's just doing that because he needs to chill out Wall Street, and he needs to chill out, you know, people who he's going to have to go back to invest in the economic things that we're talking about in the economy. I look at what he's set up as a transition team, and it seems to me that what he's trying to do is send a signal that our economy is going to, you know, firmly stay stable for some foreseeable future.
Oh, yeah, that I agree with that, but
Yeah.
it's, I mean, but the actual power relationship here, I mean, they printed money for Wall Street, right? They printed money to bail out Wall Street.
Yeah,
Right?
they did.
And it's just running the printing presses. And now it's trying to sell bonds on that to the foreign bondholders, and eventually, you know, this country is going to be in a position where it's going to default on all of that stuff, right? So if you're going to print money, you might as well print it to help Main Street and to create a green economy, right? But we're not in technical default, but we're in real default because there's no way this country can ever pay off, you know, the loans that have been made to us, you know, by China, by the oil countries, so that, you know, they loan us the money so we can keep buying their products.
Well, that's what we've done all
Right.
over the world too.
So,
Yeah, okay, my pessimism's good. I'm going to go back to optimism. I'm going to pass.
One of the things that was surprising to me, and I'm probably naive because I come out of a very art world, the aesthetic art world, not the activist art world, and I'm only getting more activist. And the last time I participated in politics was when McGovern ran, so that's how long ago I sort of was very involved, and I campaigned for McCarthy as a non-voter, and so I was very active in peace then. But then I just sort of took a hiatus and was creative and raised children. But two of my kids were in Peace Corps and AmeriCorps, and one of the things I was thinking as I was helping people and seeing all that energy at Obama headquarters in Chinatown and all this energy going out, I was thinking, I saw my daughter in Denver, Colorado working with homeless, and she had gone to Cuba and saw how the medical system there worked, and she came back full of fire. You know, she's going to be a doctor. But she saw a system there that functioned, with neighborhood clinics, with doctors that worked with the neighborhoods, etc. So she worked in the AmeriCorps. So I guess my thing is that I feel like this energy has to continue to be tapped, and I don't know, and those are the two programs I know of. I think the Peace Corps was fraught with problems. AmeriCorps is probably too, but it seemed like it worked in Denver. It was helping a community, a homeless community. So I guess I'm looking for possibilities for taking all this energy that was saying, yes, I can, and all these sort of trite phrases, but they actually believed that they can. So
Certainly the people who elected, I mean,
Yeah.
the electorate.
So whether it's possible to say, let's find another cause, like MoveOn.org moved from being about Bill Clinton, morphed into something else until look at it now, I mean, what it's doing now. So anyway, I'm feeling like all of you seem to have that understanding of where to go the next step, you know, and I just would like to discuss if it's possible.